Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how I prepare the items that I use for my sopes. Like I told you in the other video when I was making the sopes, you could do the sopes from chicken, you could use pork, you could use beef. I have seen different people, sometimes they do it, with different meats. It's all the choice that you like to do. Well, I'm going to use a meat that I have because I have some chicken, and then I have some pork meat with chorizo that I had left over from yesterday from some tacos that I made. So we're just going to use, sometimes you could just use whatever you have. Well, I'm going to show you now the meat. This is pork with chorizo and chile chipotle, and in another video I will guys show you how to make this this recipe. This is usually made for tacos. And then I have chicken that I'm going to shred. I'm going to use cheese cotija that I'm going to shred also. And then also I make this salsa that I use tomato sauce, oregano, and salt to taste. And then I will cut up this lettuce that we will use and put on top of my sopes. And this salsa here, I use this salsa, red salsa, and I already put it in this container, but I use this to dip the sopes in. Okay, so now I'm going to show you all how I prepare and do all my stuff for the sopes. Okay, so right now I'm going to show you how to make the salsa that I use. What we do is use the tomato sauce. I'm going to open it up. I usually like to do like 2 cans, it'd be enough. 2 cans with like around, I would say like 3 cups of water. We gotta turn it on. What I do is just rinse them off a little bit. Put some water, rinse it off, put the other one in. And what we do is we just get like a pinch, or it's just not much, of oregano you put in. You just kind of crush it in, put it in there. And then let me add a little bit more. Let me add the water. I usually add water, it's like here, I would say not half, but like a quarter, almost half of the pot. So for that, spoon here, all you do is just mix it, and that's it. You just let it to boil. And then we'll add the salt, just right here. You just add the salt, like just a little couple, I would say 2 teaspoons of salt, or you taste it, and then if you like a little more salty, then you just taste it. I usually just do it like that. I like it. That's how it just looks. Just the tomato sauce. See? That's it. Just let it to boil. then from there, I just let it boiling, and then I start. Switch it over here. I will grate my cheese. Just over here. Make some room. Cheese. And just grate it. I usually use like one piece. I mean, I always have leftover, but just get to grate it. It just crumbs up. You know, different, you could buy at Mexican stores, usually you could buy it by the pound. I mean, right now I went to Smart Final and that's where I bought this one, but you could get it filled up now. Clean. Okay, so just clean up this cheese here. Fell more. Okay, so that's my grated cheese. See, this is something that we will use to put on top of the sopes. Okay, so meanwhile I will cover this. We'll cover this, and right now I will show you how I cut my lettuce. Okay, I'm now gonna cut this lettuce. I'm sorry that I'm trying to fix my phone here. It's just because I have it charging and trying to. The cable's on the bottom, and it's just doesn't. There, that's good. Okay. You don't need to see my face, right? I'm gonna cut the lettuce, shred it up a little bit. I always like to take out the first one on the lettuce, you know, because that sometimes it's kind of like it's yucky. The first one's always, you know. So I usually cut around half of my lettuce because not all my kids like to eat lettuce in there. So what I do is just chop it up. Just shred it in little pieces. put it with water, rinse it out first, and then leave it in the bowl. I see little big chunks there. Kind of take them out. Let's chop it a little bit more. This lettuce is not that big, so. For my lettuce. Oh, my tomato sauce is boiling. Okay, I turned off the tomato sauce. It's already boiling. A little bit. And just throw away the rest. Okay, so there's my lettuce all chopped up. Now I'm going to put cold water to rinse it out. Now I'm going to show you how I shred my chicken. I have my lettuce with water now. See now. It's ready. Shred some chicken. I will get a bowl. Here. I'm going to shred my chicken here. I mean, usually sometimes I make a picadillo. What is called picadillo is that I shred like pork meat, I put in potatoes, and I make a chili sauce that combines all together, and then we use that to put on the sopes. But today I'm gonna do it, I'm just, you know, doing some chicken and using my leftover meat that I have. this way so you guys can see how I shred my chicken. Basically just, you know, I bought a pre-cooked chicken today. But I'm just gonna shred my chicken like this. And just take out the bones. Yeah, be careful because it's hot. I mean, this is something quick and easy. You already had some sopes ready or left over another day. You could go buy a chicken already cooked at the store and just shred it. Get everything else ready. And that's it. And then you have all the stuff to put in the sope. For right now, I'm just gonna shred like half of this chicken because we have some other meat too. So you know they could choose if they want chicken, they want meat, pork meat, and the sope. You can see, I'm only cutting half of the chicken. I'm just going to do half of the chicken. Cover this up for next time. I can use it for later. You know, you can always use also, I like to grate my chicken just by hand. But, you know, you could do it in the mixer. Some people I see that they do their chicken, they grate it in the mixer. I guess they use it like in the KitchenAid.
Should be fine.
So, but I'm just shredding it like this right now. It's just quicker and faster, I think. Just like chunks, and you have to put. Of course, you know, you always wash your hands. You have clean hands. And it's always, I don't know, I was teach just to do my cooking with use my hands all the time. I mean, you know, you just wash your hands. But if you don't like to touch the chicken with, you know, you could just use gloves. Some people use gloves. Or shred it in the mixer. My daughter actually teaches me. She goes, "Mom, you can shred it in the mixer, in the KitchenAid." I was like, "Oh, okay." But I just do it like this. It's a little quick. Shred some chicken, and that's it. That's pretty much it. And you wash your hands again. Just cover it. Okay, so right now we'll show you, I have everything ready, and then we'll do the sopes, okay? Okay, start that over again. Okay, now I'm just heating up my meat that I told you that I had left over from yesterday. Just heating it up so we can use it for the sopes. And I'm going to show you how I do my sopes. Okay, so switch. So now I have here my meat. That is pork with chorizo. Then I have my cheese ready, my lettuce all cut up, and my chicken. And of course my sopes. See, I already have them, but I just cover them for the flies because these flies sometimes don't let nothing. So I basically like to cover everything. So I have everything ready. That's mostly all the stuff we use for the sopes. And I have here the sauce I'm going to use. And turn on my stove here. Let's see. Sometimes I have to use this because it doesn't want to turn on. There we go. Okay, so now I have my pot ready. So I'm going to put some oil in here so I can make the sopes. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you how I fry my sopes. I have everything ready. My oil is already hot. And I'm just gonna get like a couple. And it's good to have the plate ready. I usually put a plate ready with a napkin. I'll just put it right here. Spot around. And this one, well, I will put on napkins on the bottom so they could drain the oil. Okay, so you can see where I'm dipping them. So you just dip it in the salsa. See? And then dip it in the oil. I let them get crispy a little bit, so as you can see, there's the sopes right there. There you go. And I let it get crispy. Turn it. Sometimes they break, but it's okay. You can still eat them. Sorry about that. sopes, and then I just let it get a little bit hard. I mean, if you like them soft, you can take them out earlier. But I like them a little bit hard because then it's more sturdy. So when you add everything else on it, and then they won't break as easy too for you when you're eating them. Okay. So there you go. Now just wait until I turn them. You know, the fire, usually you have to have it kind of high. If it gets too high, you can lower it a little bit, but it's better to have it on high. So the sope gets crispy. To get crispy. You guys, how they're getting crispy, and just waiting until they get more hard. See, one broke, but it's okay. I like to eat the little pieces, crumbs that are left over. I just eat it like that. It feels it's ready. You can feel it because then it's hard. Kind of let them drain. Lower the oil. See, there you go. Those are the sopes already fried. I fry them in really chili sauce. Some people don't. Some people just do them in the oil. But I like to fry them like that. So now I'm going to show you how I prepare my sopes. So I'm gonna make one of each just to show you guys. I'm gonna make one with the meat that I had prepared already, and then chicken, shred it, and then we add our lettuce, and after that then we add our salsa. The red salsa that I told you earlier that I made. See, this is the salsa I made. So what I do is just put the salsa, you put it on top of the, you add a little bit more, if you like. And then after that, we add the cheese. Top it up with some cheese. And there you go. These are my sopes. See them? You can put them up on high. These are my sopes that I did. Homemade. And you eat it with, you know, a little bit of chili sauce and some lemon on top. Okay, so now I have my sopes ready here. I like to put a little bit of chili. I'll just put on a little bit of salt. I forgot the lemon. Let me get it really quick. Okay, I have one already cut. I like to put lemon on it. And that's how you eat it. Okay? So we're gonna taste. I mean, you can always use your hand too. Get it with your hand and just eat it like that. So, very good. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you try my sopes, make them, and please subscribe. And hope you like my recipe. Thank you.